welcome to day 21 of Accelerate to Awesome. We are on the other side now, day 21. This is, in case you don't know and you've just kind of found this video out of sequence, this is day 21 of a 40-day recording series where we are helping women to really get in touch with their passion, their purpose, their mission in life, and helping them to create action plans to move forward so they can have the ideal life that they really want. So on day 21, you now have the sequence and the order of how you need to move forward to create your ideal life. Now we need to start putting the action steps to what you need to do. And we're going to use the method called setting SMART goals, because these steps are really a series of goals that you need to achieve. And we're going to use the acronym or the system called SMART goals. I do it a little bit differently. So let's look at what you wrote in terms of what is the first thing you need to do. So I'm going to take an example from when I created my Phonics is My Way reading company. I had a company that produced a series of reading books and audio cassettes. So that was a while ago, back in the 90s when we were still using audio cassettes. And it is a reading program, I still have it, that helps young readers learn how to read phonetically. So when I created that, when I first had the idea that I wanted to do it, what was the first thing that I really needed to do in terms of an action step? So the first thing that I needed to do in my mind was to really check out the competition. And at the time, the competition was Hooked on Phonics. And I heard about Hooked on Phonics, and I had only seen parts of it, but I really needed to understand that program a little better. So my first action step was to evaluate the competition. So the goal was evaluate the competition. Now, that is a clear goal, but what are the steps to that? Step one. So the goal, let me back up in terms of SMART goals. When you're setting SMART goals, they need to be a very specific goal. It needs to be a measurable goal. So my goal was very specific. Check out the competition. What was the measurable goal? The measurable goal would be and was, did I look at 2 or 3 other reading programs that were on the market? So my first goal was check out Hooked on Phonics. So at the end of the day, I could look and see, can I measure that? Can I say, yes, I checked it out, or no, I did not? So it's a very specific action step that I needed to take. The A in SMART goals for me is action oriented. What very specific actions that I need to take? Well, I needed to call some friends who had purchased it, ask could I come take a look at it. I needed to see if they had it at the library to go take a look at it. I was not going to buy it to check it out. So the action steps was to find who had a set and ask if I could borrow it. So that was a very specific action for me to take in order to check out the competition. The R in SMART. So S is specific, M is measurement. Can you measure whether or not I did it? A, is it action oriented? What action steps did I need to take? R, was it realistic? Was it realistic for me to borrow a friend Hooked on Phonics or ask if I could come over and see it? Yes, so that was realistic. That's something I could realistically do. And the T in SMART goal stands for, it has to be time bound. So that action step of evaluate the competition, I had to put a deadline on when I was going to do this. So on all of your steps, you have to say, and I will do this by whatever that date is. We started this program on September 1st, 2016. So your very first action step that you need to take, you may want to set that step to be taken within the next 2 to 3 weeks if you're getting ready to spring into action. So whatever that timeline is for each and every step that you have to take, it has to be time bound. So the goal has to be a very specific goal. I always have a hard time with that word. It has to be measurable. It has to be action steps to take. It has to be realistic that you can take it in terms of that step, and it has to be time bound. And moving forward, every thing that you need to do to achieve your dream, that's the format we're going to write it in. So start today, let's just take the first 3 things that you sequenced in terms of what you need to do and begin to write the action steps that go along with it, and put everything there, the timeline when you want to achieve it by. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, please don't be afraid of setting deadlines on yourself. It's been said that a goal without a timeline is just a dream. So you need to box yourself in. You need to hold yourself to the standard of saying, I'm committed to this, and this is when I'm going to do it by. Now, if you miss that deadline or the timetable for what you said, the world's not going to fall apart. But you do need to make sure that you're setting time frames that are reasonable for you to accomplish this, but not too far out. Nothing stalls a dream like inaction. So we want to move into action very, very quickly. So that is your assignment for day 21. I'll see you tomorrow, and we're going to look again at some more action steps for achieving your dream life. This is Trulia Troy Lee signing off. And as always, life is not a dress rehearsal. You only get one chance. Create your best life now. See you tomorrow. Blessings and bubbles. Bye-bye.